Welcome back to another episode of Below the Yellow Line. I'm one of your hosts, Clay.
I'm Parker.
I'm Braxton.
Kansas.
Not a good race.
Not at all.
Lots of action.
No action at all.
Yeah, dominated all day long.
Yeah, led 221 laps. My God.
We know one person that's happy.
Sure. That was one of them races that my wife's family was at the house and we was watching it. And as soon as he took off from the start, he already had that big lead like he does every restart and everything. And I told him, I said, he's fixing to do this all day.
Did y'all see how he was doing the restarts? He was waiting, and then when he had Alex Bowman behind me, he waited. Alex Bowman gave him a shot, took off like a rocket. They said he was doing that all day, and nobody could keep up with him.
Last year, I want to say Chase or somebody got penalized for that.
I don't feel like you can
letting
do it. I
off.
feel like it's not fair. But
No. But we had no Xfinity this weekend. It was Truck Series. Hocevar did really good in that. He won the race. Byron also raced in it, and he got second. That was pretty good. Lane Riggs technically had second, but got disqualified after, not sure what for. And then something that's trending right now, Hocevar flicking the bird, going on the final lap to Lane Riggs.
Making a lot of friends in this sport.
Just keeps on trending.
But somebody who should have had a real good day in the Cup Series, though, Willie B. Was it lap 66? Tire went down. He went a lap down and never recovered. But I know all the guys were talking about him, supposed to be really good. I guess that dirty air just shows you what happens.
Kyle Larson has won 8 stages this season. That's double than more than anybody has won this year.
Dang.
This is the first time a driver has swept both stages at Kansas. This is the 14th time Kyle has swept both stages, and he has gone on to win the race 7 out of 8 times.
Dang.
Dude is a dog. If we ain't said it enough, dude is a dog.
No matter what he drives.
It don't. He could be out there in 18-wheelers. I mean, he's going to find a way.
He might win in the pace car.
Hey, he was pretty pumped up about that pedal car, though. Did you see that? Since he won the pole in qualifying, they give you a pedal car, and he was. Did you see it? He was pretty pumped up about it. He's like, yeah, my kids could really use a pedal car. Man's a millionaire. Yeah. Just go buy a pedal car.
7 cautions at Kansas, resulting in 37 laps under caution. The top 10 drivers with earned stage points in order: Kyle Larson, maximum day; William Byron, number 2; Christopher Bell, number 3; Chase Elliott, number 4; Ryan Blaney, number 5. 6 through 10 is Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Joe Logano, and Bubba Wallace.
Oh, Bubba.
It
was a solid points day for Blaney, though, all day.
Yeah, like we've talked about before, he cannot launch on the restart. It's just something he needs to work on, but still a really solid day. Clay, let's talk about your driver. Has the car to win it. What happens?
So this week actually started off really, really good. They didn't look too terrible in practice. I don't know what they were figuring out, but they all ran about a second or something quicker in qualifying. But he had the car, got up front. It took a little while. He had like a long run car is what I thought. He wasn't quick off the start. But he led 29 laps. It was the race off of pit road is what got him to get the lead over Larson that one time. And then that restart looked great. I thought he had the car. I mean, no reason to really drop back, but the one thing he can't control sends him to the back is pit crew. A 14.7 second pit stop, and I don't think that never works.
His pit crew is usually really good, though.
That's what I was about to say. That's
really good.
Unseen from Chase. Now, Blaney, I can see that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Coming from Chase, his pit crew is top of the
And I know they're top 10. I think he's
Yeah.
ranked ninth on pit crew standings. Normally not a bad crew, but it was a awful time to slip up. I'd have rather him slip up in the first or second pit
So where
stop,
he
but
could overcome it.
yes.
And that's when you think nope. When Larson's dominating all day, and you're like, well, there's nobody to try and take it from him. There at the end of stage two, I thought Chase was fixing to win stage two.
Yeah, he came up close.
It was hot.
And at the end of the race, too, Bell and Blaney caught up within I think Blaney was .8 seconds from catching up to Larson.
Yeah, they was catching him quick. It looked like, and they even said it on TV, it looked like he was blowing the tires.
That right front, it was
Yeah.
throwing them up.
Blaney, in his post race interview, said if he'd had 5 more laps, he'd have made Larson start sweating.
Hey, that's one thing I've been stressing kind of the past two episodes was talking about tire fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was some good tire fall off this
Mhm.
time.
It was.
Tires popping left and right, and it threw a kink in a lot of people's days.
Speaking of tires popping, Brad Kozlowski running second.
Yep.
My dude finally gets in top 5. Looks like he's gonna run Larson down, honestly.
Yeah.
Pops the tire, hits the wall, his day is done.
Because I want to say at one point was he in second when Chase was in first at one point?
Yes. I
Okay.
think that's when he blew the tire, was it not?
It might have been because I know
Is that what brought out the caution
I
that
think
Chase?
yes, it is. It is. It is. Because I stepped outside and I was normally listening to the radio and I took my AirPods out and I come back and watch and he's sitting back in 15th.
That's two dudes who had really good practices, but then stuff happened to him in qualifying was Brad, which made him start in the back, and then Josh Berry,
Mm-hmm.
and they both moved their way through the field pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't end up how they wanted to.
Talking about Brad, he's a veteran driver. Another veteran driver that had issues today or yesterday was Denny Hamlin. Still pretty good points day, but he lost what was it? Mechanical failure. He ended up losing his clutch or something.
Yeah.
Because off of pit road, they was able to push him a couple of times, but that last time they wasn't able to push start him.
Every time after he said his clutch was messed up, they had to push start him every time. That's got to suck.
What his average times were. Do they keep that into the time of them having to push him off and stuff? He had to have just crazy bad pit stops.
But he would make his way. I mean, he would make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
on the track, you couldn't tell he had a clutch problem.
Y'all's driver, he had a really, really good day. I mean, stayed up there at the front pretty much all day. I don't think anything ever pushed him to the back, did it?
No.
It was solid top 10 all day and top 3 most of the day.
Stage 1 finished P4, stage 2 P3, finished 3rd.
Yeah, that's
not terrible.
Really good points.
Solid day, but points here for too long. Points ain't what you want.
No, I mean we're
wins.
We're at the midway of the regular season with the All-Star race next week. We need wins.
But the trend right now is the people who's already been winning is going to keep winning. So there's not really going to be, as of right now, it doesn't look like there's going to be a bunch of new winners.
Right.
I mean, not anybody that's really been running at the front is. I mean, everybody that's had a win has been running at the front these past couple races. But as far as point standings and stuff goes, Larson and Byron holding down the lead.
So Byron was in the lead going into Kansas, and then with Larson having that max day, he jumps in.
What did Larson get out of that? 60 points?
61.
Okay.
Because he had Xfinity lap.
I wonder how many times that's been done. Especially from him, he's done it a couple of times. Won stage 1, 2, and win the overall race. That's just a really good day.
Yeah.
Going back to Brad Keselowski, looking at the standings, Brad sits in 33rd.
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect to see this out of Brad.
Yeah, that's
It's like ever since he went from Penske to owning his own team and racing for him, it's not been the same dude.
and his drivers, they're doing better than he is.
Yeah. You got Chris Buescher sitting at 12th.
Where's old Priest at?
Grease. What have mercy.
I don't see Priest
What
on
the
there.
Catherine Legg at?
She's sitting in third on points right now.
Yes, sir.
Really good racer.
Really good.
Big leg fan over here. I don't know. I don't see Priest on the board.
That's y'all know that NASCAR Full Speed Season 2 done came out. And
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's been watching it.
Uh,
After watching it, how awkward does it have to be for Denny to want to get his own wins and finally get his championship? But at the same time, they got a couple more, but they're bigs or Bubba and Reddick, of course.
mhm.
So, and that's if I'm Bubba or Reddick and I'm trying to race for a win, but my owner's in front of me and he's trying to race for a win, I would feel kind of scared to even make a move or almost wreck him or something like that. Because, that's your owner, that's your job. He can get rid of you quick. But
I see that, but if it was me in that spot and we're racing for a win, and I know if I make this move, it could cost something, I'm probably going to make it because Denny's aggressive and he probably wants his drivers to be just as aggressive as he is. So I feel like you can make him happy by making that move, and he's not going to be happy because he wants to win.
Yeah.
I feel like his team suck it, but I don't know. It's hard to play that one with Denny.
Do we think Denny wins a championship before 2311, or does 2311 beat him to a championship?
I think it's close with him and Tyler Reddick.
Mhm.
Reddick's a heck of a driver. But Denny has showed up this year.
That he's one of the greats. When you sit down right now in this time and you're talking about really good drivers, you're going to throw Denny Hamlin in there.
Oh, yeah.
But in the playoffs, he has the worst luck.
Yeah, they showcased that pretty good on Full Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible luck.
It's like him and Blaney are vice versa.
Yep.
Blaney has terrible luck in the regular season. When it comes to playoffs,
Yep.
Blaney's there. Denny Hamlin has really good luck in the regular season. Comes to playoffs, he can't ever do it. I'd rather be where Ryan Blaney is.
Lucky in the playoffs.
Yes, because that's a huge thing in the playoffs. It's a lot of skill, but it's a lot of luck too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say Denny gets the championship before 2311.
How many more years you think Denny's got? Because, the only reason he's still as hungry as he is right now, he's trying to get that championship.
Yeah.
He don't care about the wins and all this stuff anymore. He wants to win, but he just wants a championship. Do you think if he gets that championship, he's done after that?
If he gets a championship, he might race a couple more years, but he's done everything you can do in the sport. I don't see why, unless you just want another one, like Blaney said in the Full Speed documentary.
Right.
He said the first one's good. He said, but
Mm-hmm.
you want that second one more because you done got that taste. So
that's I think the only two things that Denny Hamlin has not done in his career is most popular driver and a championship. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see Denny getting most popular anytime soon.
I know one guy who votes for him every time.
Max is out to vote, don't he?
Yes, sir.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, Danny Keefe. Loves him some Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he does. I heard he quit watching again after this week.
And Bubba and Denny went down this week, and he was pretty upset about it. He said he has switched to Josh Berry.
That's a good driver.
He is. He's going to be a good driver.
Is Josh still young? He looks older, but
Josh
he's new
is-
to the Cup Series.
He's got to be like mid-30s.
That's what I'm thinking.
He
34.
Yeah, so still relatively young. He's
Mhm.
probably in his prime right now. Like Blaney and Chase, they got to, I don't know, be in the Cup Series, not in their prime, but I think Josh Berry did really good for the Wood Brothers. Best they've had probably since Ryan Blaney
Is
driving.
they've only got one charter, right? And it's just
Hmm.
that 21.
And it's actually the oldest charter in NASCAR.
Okay. Does he ever move up to Penske? I know it's kind of like a minor league team kind of deal almost, but does he ever move up to Penske, or somebody's got to leave for him to go up?
I don't
See,
know.
why do they have? They only have three cars, right? Logano, Cindric, Blaney.
Hmm.
Does that Wood Brothers does not count as a fourth for them, does it? I don't know how that
I
works.
don't either.
And
I,
I feel if they got a fourth charter, I mean, why not bring up Barry and bring in an Xfinity guy or somebody to Wood Brothers kind of
Right.
because I guess Wood Brothers here lately has been kind of getting the up and comings, like how they had Blaney, who then they had
Harrison
Burton.
Burton.
That
He,
just shows you Harrison Burton, like, because everybody thought whenever Harrison Burton was racing the 21, they was like, man, they just can't deliver a car. They can't do this, can't do that. You throw a new driver like Josh Berry in there, and he's got real speed. He's got a win.
where did he finish at this last at Kansas? Come from the very back,
Mm-hmm.
like dead
Him and
last.
Keselowski was back
Ended
there
up
together.
finishing sixth.
That's a
See,
really
that's
good
crazy.
day.
The top 15, the final was Kyle Larson, number one, Bell, then Blaney, Briscoe, Bowman, Berry, Priest, Busher, Logano, and Nemechek.
Bowman had a good day.
Yeah,
11 through 15 was Austin Cindric, Todd Gilliland, Corey Heim, Noah Gregson, and Chase Elliott.
that was that. P15 doesn't really. It doesn't reflect his day. If you just
No,
look
not at all.
and look and see the final standings at the race and you see P15, you think Chase had, oh, another one of those
Mhm.
days, mediocre drive. That's, I think I was listening to his radio and he was talking, I think he was racing 10th or 11th at the time. And he said he really didn't have much more he could push out of the car, so he just kept falling back and back and back.
That's what that dirty air do.
Yeah. And do we want to bring up the cars, our car picks?
Let's do it. So
So
we can start with you. Who was your? Oh, should we tell them what we're even talking about?
yeah, let's do it.
So we're gonna start doing a new segment. Actually, I think Parker came up with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick our favorite paint schemes for the week. Uh, I like it. I think it would be cool.
It's something different. Just throw in there.
Right.
And y'all comment what y'all's favorite car was.
Yeah. Clay, you want to start?
So mine was Corey Haim and the Robin Hood car,
Yeah.
just because I like the colors, the green and the black on there, and I like Robin Hood. Do some trading on Robin Hood, and I like that. I
Yeah.
thought that was the coolest car.
That's I use Robin Hood too. I
Heck
love
yeah,
it. I love it.
big Robin Hood guys.
What you, Bart?
I like the old Bubba Wallace 23. The teal and the pink Columbia gives it that retro vibe to it. Just
Miami
looks
vibes.
really
I
good.
love the colors,
Mm.
especially when the Heat used to do them throwback
Yeah.
jerseys or
Yeah.
whatever. Love them colors. So mine was SVG's 88.
That was a
A
good
good
looking
looking
car.
car.
I really don't care for the sponsors or anything. It was just the colors. The
Right.
colors just stood out to me.
The purple looks really good.
Yeah. Honorable mention would be Brad Keselowski.
Yeah.
The Allegra car.
Yes, sir.
Is that his first time racing it?
I
I
wonder
haven't
That's
seen
the
it.
first
so-
I've seen it.
yeah, he
I don't
usually
know.
races the bread company. What is it called? The
Hawaiian.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good old Hawaiian rolls.
I hate whenever. I wish they would change up their paint schemes more. Because you
Yeah.
get tired of seeing the same car on the track, the same paint scheme.
If you're a Kyle Larson fan, you get really
Oh,
tired.
yeah, for sure.
Two paint schemes all year long.
Yep.
I did hear him talking about like different cars. The throwback car Darlington week when they
Mhm.
did the throwbacks. I heard Chase talk about that. He was like, they were like, well, do we need to start doing more throwbacks? And he's like, I think we're kind of like beating a dead horse here. He's like, we've only got so many you can throw back to.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that's why. And most drivers, unlike Kyle Larson, but a lot of other drivers have 4, 5, 6 sponsors that you've got to deal with to drive.
Right.
I
But
really wish Kyle Larson would come out with a prime car.
I don't know why he hasn't.
It's I was in the gas station the other day and I got a prime Kyle Larson bottle.
Oh heck!
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, it ain't like the body armors. Have y'all seen the body armors where it has like Joe Burrow on it?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
It's not like that. All it has at the top is a KL, like his little signature.
yeah.
But I thought it'd be a cool keepsake, so I just kept it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that is cool. I haven't seen one yet.
We're doing another new segment on the pod. Biggest Losers also came from
Yeah.
Parker.
Lots
Yeah,
of
yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brainiac over here, man. I know my wife went to college and she just recently got her master's, but she ain't got nothing on me. I mean,
So, all right, Brainiac, who was your biggest loser for the day?
Willie B
Willie, but yeah,
That-
that spin.
just messed him up. Went that lap down and couldn't recover.
Yeah. I mean, you get back, like y'all saying earlier, in that dirty air, it's hard to do it. What
Yeah.
about you, Chunks?
I had Denny Hamlin. It was. I
Yeah.
don't know if you could say I was torn, but I don't know if you can really say it was a bad, disappointing day for him because it was something out of his control.
Same with Willie B though.
Yeah,
It's out of their
But
control.
so Denny Hamlin, because I like we were saying earlier, I think he had a very good car, and it was a couple on the broadcast that were covering the race said Denny Hamlin probably had the best car, but just had crappy luck all day long.
Yeah.
What you got, Skeep?
Talked about him a lot on this pod. I'm gonna go with Brad Keselowski. He's in second place, and then just has a tire go down and hits the wall, and ends up going to a DNF. It's a bad day, but just looking at his whole season,
Yeah,
I mean, that there just shows me I hate it for him and his team.
what'd you say? He was like 33rd in points.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yep,
So right now he's got to step it up big time to even look at playoffs.
yes,
And Brad's getting up there in age too, if I'm not wrong.
yeah. He's him and
Him and Denny should be close.
him, Denny, and Kyle. I feel like they all should. They all came in around the same time.
I don't really. Does Brad have a championship?
Yeah.
So, crap. He's
Yeah.
just
I
pretty
think
much,
he only has one though.
Yeah. pretty much cruising with his Chargers now. But his two other teammates that I guess he's also partial owners on look 10 times better than he does.
Yeah,
That's unlike it because Denny Hamlin's running with 2311 kind of and normally dominates them.
well, Parker, you picked the winner. Your pick from last week. You picked him, Kyle Larson. So yeah, both of y'all have a point right now. I'm still big old goose egg over here.
Then, so what we've got coming up, we've got All-Star Weekend. What do y'all think about All-Star Weekend before we get to talking about it big time? Right off the dome, All-Star Weekend.
I feel like even though it's the All-Star weekend and everything, and you get $1 million if you win, why doesn't that win count towards playoffs if you win it?
Yeah.
It's still a regular season race.
I guess they're just looking at it. It's kind of like the NBA. They're all star. Just any
Yeah.
major league. I wish it was because it'd be money and point. It'd be so much on the line.
Right.
Like everybody would be trying to get into it, but
Mhm.
now it's like if you don't get in, it's like, yeah, I don't get that money, but it's not hurting my regular season or anything. I don't know.
Right.
Let's put more on the line. Make it more
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think.
Put houses on the line. If I beat you, I get your house.
Yeah.
I mean, pink slips. Come on, throw something out there.
Last year's winner of the million was Joey Logano. Super interesting race. Not. Led 199 out of 200.
Yep.
Started on the pole, finished at the top. Not sure how he didn't lead all laps, but he was probably right there at it. Big interesting race. I hope this week's is going to be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully.
yeah,
Who,
Can't do 2 weeks in a row.
no.
Who y'all got it next week? Who's just top three?
You want to start it?
I got, of course, Blaney. Throwing Chase in there. And then I picked Larson last week. He did really good, so I'm not picking him again because he's starting to get on my nerves. So I'm going to throw Logano in there. What you got, Chunks?
Denny Hamlin. Hope it's a bounce back week. He's decent at these half-mile tracks. Chase Elliott. He needs a good week when it'll win. Did good at Bowman Gray, so that might be good here. I don't know. And Kyle Larson. You got to throw him in there. He's always got to be in the talk.
Skeep.
Skeep.
Well, I got Blaney, of course. I got Logano. And I am going to go with your man, Kyle Larson, from last week. I just feel like he's on a streak right now. And
That'll probably bite me in the tail. It'll be 2-1-1. Hopefully not, but.
So this will be Larson's got the chance to get his fourth win of the year and also his fourth All-Star race win. So this guy's racked up a little bit of cash in his time racing.
He's got a lot coming up this month. He's got the All-Star race next month. Then he's got the double at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be so fun to watch.
He's going to be busy.
I hope he can get in there and make it in time and run the full race. And nobody really complain about it.
Wasn't they talking about it last year? Said if he did that again, he wouldn't be able to go to playoffs. They were talking about that.
Yeah, I think they implemented the rule too. What is it? If you don't start a race, something about playoff points. I can't really remember. But as long as he starts the race, he's good. So if it ain't like last year and it's not the F1 or whatever, as long as that race don't get pushed back and he can make it, and
Right.
everything's got to be on his side. But at this point, dude just wants to race. He don't care.
I don't see anything wrong with it. If you want to go race an IndyCar, go race an IndyCar.
Dude.
I mean, I like it because it's not only like just good competition, but we got a NASCAR guy going to do another sport and getting in there and doing really well.
He's
actually
representing NASCAR,
bringing more people to the sport.
Yep.
I mean, NASCAR's growing because of stuff like this.
Exactly.
I did see something. NASCAR has gained in popularity where F1 has dropped in popularity over the past year. I think
a big reason for that.
I think F1 has dropped like 20-something%, and NASCAR has jumped up like 15% or something. A lot of it's got to do with him trying to do the double and everything. I'll tell you what's bringing a lot of viewers too.
Cletus McFarland.
Oh yeah,
Cletus is bringing so many people.
There was didn't you say there was like a spike in the views or something that weekend or something like that?
20%.
That's crazy.
Because now, you have your older NASCAR fans and everything, but now it's people our age and a little bit older than us starting to get into the sport. And who our age don't know Cletus McFarland?
Yeah.
And if they see that Cletus is going to race ARCA this weekend, they're going to watch it.
Yeah.
At least his in-car camera or something.
Yeah. I like how it's bringing ARCA, because nobody cared about ARCA before this. I like how it's now ARCA is just as important as trucks is.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, I don't watch trucks.
No.
Me neither.
But ARCA I will watch now. And some people are the same. Like, I won't watch ARCA, but I watch trucks. I just want everything to, I don't know. I just feel like him being in the sport is nothing but good. But positivity.
Well, it's cool too. Like you said last time, he's starting from the bottom, working his way up.
Yeah.
Why not watch somebody try and kind of like road to glory, getting your way up to.
He's doing it the right way too.
So that's pretty
and
cool.
Cletus ain't one of them guys who's going to, I'm fixing to wreck that guy right there and get that spot. He's taking it slow and just trying to learn. Yeah. Is all he's doing.
Because he comes from drag racing. He don't know much about ovals and stuff, so that's he just loves all things racing, so he just wants to learn everything.
Coming up, I'll cut you off really quick. Pit crew challenge. That's gonna be cool. That's coming up Friday.
Blaney's pit crew will not be one of the top ones.
I think it'll probably be a Joe Gibbs car. Normally have the best pit crews.
So last week we asked the viewers to leave us some questions and we'd answer them. We did have a few of y'all leave us some questions. Emerald, my sister, She asked a question for all three of you. How did you pick your driver, and how long have you pulled for them? Uh, like I said in the first episode, I picked Blaney because he was in 12th place, number 12, Chase's best friend. That's who all y'all went for. I just felt like it was a sign. Uh, Point me to him, and I've been going for him for, was this 5 years now?
I think so.
5 years. What about you, Bart?
Well, everybody knows the famous hat that didn't fit my head. So, Braxton cheered
Can
for
you-
Blaney.
Can you believe you was about a Chase fan?
I know that'd been the worst
You
mistake.
were this
of my life.
close to being so good.
I would have pulled a Ben and went to host for it by now. Anybody. No, Chase a real good driver, but yeah, Braxton got me with Blaney, and it's worked out.
Clay.
I'm the Chase man out of the group. It was 5 years ago for me too. Just saw in-laws pulling for number 9. I was like, crap, I'll pull for the number 9. Kept with him.
This episode is brought to you by Leather and Lace. For any haircuts you need, color and treatment, hair washes, they're about to start doing pedicures. Boys, how do we feel about them?
5 stars.
5
It's
stars.
the only place I go. Local business here in Elkmont. If you live in Elkmont, I recommend it. You can contact them at 256-998-1448. And if you want to sponsor us too, send us an email at
Below the yellow line pod at gmail.com.
thank you, we love you. Back to the episode. Talking about Ben, he left a comment too. One of y'all want to read it?
All right. It's getting harder and harder each week to cheer for Chase. Terrible qualifying forced him into the 2-tire pit stop just to gain spots. All his Hendrick teammates qualified in the top 11. Curious to hear what Clay has to say about it, and I personally think it's time for a new crew chief, or change something up.
So this question's for you.
Yeah, I've had the same feelings. I mean, he's good on points, but I don't think we sit here and watch NASCAR races to get points. We want to win.
Exactly.
He's had crappy luck. Some think it's focusing on Larson or Byron. I don't think it is. I think they're working out kinks, and after this Kansas race, it looked good for him. I think they're figuring something out. I think stick with him. That it's going to look better. I think we got several good races coming up and a couple road courses, and he's really good at those. Stick with him, and I think if stuff doesn't come up in these next couple weeks, I do think we're going to see a change on the nine team.
And it kind of sucks because Chase a really good driver, and Gustafson, he's a really good crew chief.
Yeah.
And what I don't get is, when was it? 20.
20.
When he won 5, he was a regular season champion.
Oh, yeah.
2023,
I think
2022.
2 or 3, yeah.
Anyway, you won 5 races, like you dominated all year, and then it's like since then, I don't know if, because he had surgery last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And you got one of the, if not the greatest driver as one of your teammates. So trying to compare yourself to him every week, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's got a lot on his plate, but after seeing what I've seen last week,
Yeah.
they're heading in the right direction. I wasn't.
Hendricks is
worried.
just stacked.
Yeah.
Like you take Chase Elliott, you put him on any other team in NASCAR, he's gonna show out.
Right.
It's just he's right now he's under the shadow of Kyle Larson, and everybody's talking about William Byron. Like, nope, not many people's talking about Bowman and Hendricks. Which I mean, he's there last year, the year before, he was really quiet. We was talking about Blaney should go to Hendricks and everything, but he started stepping up. But he's not a William Byron, Chase Elliott, or a Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
But I think he's still solid.
Yeah.
And they're, like you said, they're just figuring some stuff out.
One thing I do think, I'll throw this in real quick, his driving style, he came in whenever these new Gen 7 cars, like I want to say it was right before he had that accident in the off season. It was like the first or second year of the new Gen 7s.
The first year is the year he won regular season with 5.
Okay.
Because he came out and dominated.
Okay.
So it was I guess that off season he got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like after that he like lost the touch with the car, lost like
Mm-hmm.
the I don't know what it was, but now it's like he wasn't driving near as aggressive as he used to. It's like he's just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
NASCAR, you can't wait for something to happen. You've got to go
No.
make something
Yeah.
happen.
We had another comment. Parker, you want to read it?
Cody. Shout out Cody. Since I'm just now getting into NASCAR thanks to you guys, can you explain how the teams work? Like, how are some associated by their car they are driving, and who is on whose team? Maybe I'm just dumb. Hashtag William Byron, hashtag Kyle Larson, hashtag shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
You want to answer that one, Park?
I mean, can you explain how teams work? Teams, they're
It's just the same charter.
right.
It's Hendrick. They all have the same mechanics and everything working on their vehicles. Uh, what was it? Charters and stuff too. What was his question?
They own the numbers that the drivers are driving the cars.
One guy normally owns 4 cars. Those 4 cars have their own separate pit crews and all that stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of I don't know what you really can compare it to.
Nothing
I
really.
guess like a quarterback coach and his quarterbacks. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. It's just pretty much basic. Normally have 4 cars per team.
Who's on whose team?
Yeah.
Is whatever owners, the owners, whatever car they own, is certain numbers, like we just said, and whoever's in those cars are teammates.
Like I mean, if you're just now getting into it, really,
You'll just
the
have
only
to,
2 teams I would really pay a whole lot of attention to is Penske and Hendrick. I
yeah.
mean, they almost pretty much run NASCAR.
Joe
Joe
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
And something else you got to look at too is like we've talked about Penske and the Wood brothers. They're not owned by the same people, but they're basically teammates, and that's because the Wood brothers get their engines and stuff manufactured at Penske,
Mhm.
so it associates them. And there's other teams like I don't know Front Row Motorsports. They're associated with somebody, and then Legacy is associated with like Joe Gibbs, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot of listening and learning, and I mean we still
Watch-
don't know. Yeah, we
yeah,
still
watch
don't know
race
who's
day.
all associated
No.
with who.
Watching race day would help a lot.
Right,
That hour
yeah.
before.
Race day helps a lot.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We covered All-Star Weekend. Coming up, got the Pit Crew Challenge Friday. Bell won that last year. 2 heat races on Saturday. I guess those determine who's getting in the main race.
So I do have a question for you. I've been seeing on Instagram, and it's like top voters or top drivers that have been voted. I ain't seen like Chase in it or Blaney. It's just been like Bubba and SVG. Why is it?
I think it's people who's not guaranteed into the All-Star race. Is the best thing I can get out
I
of
don't
it.
get it. Like, how are they doing it? Do you have to be a certain position in the playoff picture or
I have
something?
no
Or
clue.
They really ain't explained how that works.
How many race in the All-Stars? Top 20? I want to say it's top 20.
Because they do heat races. Because Blaney almost didn't make the All-Star race last year. He was on the cut line and then barely squeezed into it. Because he won the championship, he got the free pass to be able to race it.
That was at Bowman Gray.
Was it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do they call that? The Clash?
Oh, yeah, that was
Clash.
awful.
Yeah.
Probably close to the same format. Just if you're not in, but
Is it the same? Do we have stages in the All-Star race, or do you know?
they're going to have at 100 laps, the halfway point, a competition
So it's
caution.
just like the Clash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hearing that there's also going to be another caution. I don't know if it's the owner of NASCAR or who it is, but they can throw a caution whenever they want to. It's got to be after the 100 lap mark. And I could be very wrong. I want to say I heard that on Actions Detrimental with Denny Hamlin's podcast. That they're going to be able to throw it whenever. It was up in the air. I don't know if it's solidified or not, but
That'll be wild.
that switch stuff
Yeah.
up right there if you've got somebody dominating all day.
Yes. They probably did that just because how the race last year was with
Yeah.
Logano.
Yeah.
199 of 200. That's not a
It's not a fun race at all.
At
Watching
all.
paint dry.
Yep.
But then Sunday we have another race, the open race. That's at 4:30, and then a late race at 7 o'clock Sunday.
Fun.
Be up pretty late to watch that. So, but
Well, we do have some news.
yeah,
Uh,
we've got a website coming up.
yeah.
It's actually up now. You can find that at www.belowtheyellowline.com. It'll be posted in the description of the video. It's either tonight or tomorrow. You can actually buy shirts and hats. If I'm not wrong, you can customize those, I think, on there. So that'd be a good way to support the boys. We finally got something up where you can get your own t-shirts and don't really have to go through us to do it. Just
Right.
do it on your own time.
That's crazy, man. We have merch.
That's awesome.
Should have a in the fall race. We'll have us a holler up there at Talladega. Y'all,
Yeah.
y'all stop by. Limited supplies of now.
Might be signing autographs.
Yeah. Well, what is it, 50 an autograph or something like that?
That's a little cheap.
Yeah. Family discounts. You get a
Or
3% family discount.
non-existent. Trying to get all we can get around here.
That's it.
But no, website going up. I have a shout out. Shout out to Cody. Cody has made us an outro, so
Yeah.
that'll be cool to throw in the end of the video. That was one shout out this week I had. Y'all have any?
No, I mean, just shout out my wife and family, you know.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
Yeah.
Happy
It was
Mother's Day.
just
Happy
Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day. Yep, shout out to the
Happy,
moms.
Belated Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I've got, boys.
Covers it for me. Big race ahead, and like again, throw some questions in the comments on this video.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Cody, you kind of stumped us a little bit. Thanks for that.
Don't make us look dumb.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's all I've got.
good with it.
All right, we'll see y'all at the All-Star race. Peace out.
Peace.
Just so y'all.